Today's podcast is brought to you by Howler Head Whiskey. You can check them out at howlerhead.com, a handcrafted, award-winning, 80-proof Kentucky straight bourbon. And listen, damn it, it's got the flavors of banana. You like MMA, you like Dana White, you like the UFC. Let's support them, baby. Get the bourbon, get the Howler Head Whiskey, the only whiskey you will find at Fury Fighting Championships. HowlerHeadWhiskey.com, howlerhead.com.
And now, Houston, Texas, make some noise because the time for talk is over. It's time to unleash the Fury.
Just like that, we're live. The time for talk is now. Welcome into the Fury Unleashed podcast. Alongside Diego Reyes and promoter extraordinaire Eric Garcia. No Rich Burmaster today. What the hell, man?
Where's he at?
It's like, dude, like Sunday at 11:59, as soon as the clock strikes midnight, he's back to being a corporate guy. Buttoned up to the top.
He took off from the event quick last night.
Yeah, he was,
Didn't get his Space City picture. Grabbed his shoes. He should have left his shoes. He shouldn't be allowed to have. No picture, no shoes.
What size does he wear?
I think like an 8.
Oh, yeah. I'm too big for that, yeah. All right, it's good that he took him. I was going to say he should have left for me, but
yeah, Rich is a size 8 shoe.
I'm 8.5. So.
I love the guys. Like I've seen some guys that'll say, I'm anywhere from a 8 to 10.
Like what? In like China sizes versus American?
I could fit any shoe size from about 8 to 10.
Yeah, 10.5, 11 for me, man, depending on what the brand is. But yeah, man, Rich Burmaster, we hope to have him back in studio next week. He was out there getting all the pictures and handling a lot of the business at the Fury FC 97 yesterday, man. Yeah. 18 fights. We got a lot to talk about. We got a special guest in the building. We'll get to him momentarily. But man, we were so busy with the prep and the weigh-ins and everything for Fury FC 97. Did you get a chance to catch any of the recaps from UFC 307 at all?
I watched a few of the fights. I did.
Okay, I know Dana says that John Jones is the best pound-for-pound fighter. And, of course he is. He's the GOAT. But, man, for my money right now, this generation, like, John Jones, he's closer to the end than the beginning.
Yes.
Alex Pereira is this generation's GOAT, man. Like, is there anybody better?
No.
Would you want to see that super fight, him and John Jones?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, man, I think we've talked about it here on the podcast before, and I've said I would love to see that one.
You think it would happen?
And, shit, actually, man, a while back when we were hanging out with Mick, I was like, not that he doesn't think about that shit, but like, dude, man, that would be the fight, man. That's the one.
I think before Jones gets any older.
Yeah, man.
Like, the time is now.
But that's what I think. I don't think John Jones wants that, man. I think, hey, let me fight that fireman who needs to retire. Who's the most decorated heavyweight of all time? No disrespect there, but
to Stipe?
It's It's like let's have that senior division matchup, and then if he wins, I think win or lose, he's retiring after that one, man. Yeah, he's not getting any younger.
He's not getting Aspinall either.
And it's been I don't think he wants Aspinall, dude. Like it's a funny thing to watch them go back and forth online. It's like you could settle this really easily,
right?
But he wants to have the Stipe fight first and
can win.
Yeah, I think Aspinall's a problem for anybody.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm not going to go out on that limb and say that Aspinall wins, but he's definitely a problem for Jones.
Do you think we would see Aspinall and Alex before Jones and Alex?
Probably. Yeah. But what I don't understand, how do you put an interim heavyweight title on a guy and then, like, keep him away from the heavyweight champ? As a promoter, would you make a move like that?
I mean, there's probably some sort of circumstances for everything.
Well, I mean, according to Dana White, it's...
The Stipe and Jones fight was supposed to happen, though, prior, right? To Aspinall being an interim champ.
Yeah. But Jones wants that fight. Stipe wants that fight. And Dana White's like, hey, these guys are two of the greatest. Why would I not let them call their shot? Like, all right, I mean, I guess that's one way to do it, but...
It's hard to...
I would rather see Jones versus Pereira, personally. But there's a lot of people that are looking forward to the Stipe fight.
Yeah, maybe UFC 400.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's already Jones has already been out like a year and a half, man.
That's the other problem. And can he stay out of trouble? Has he been staying out of trouble?
I think.
I know every time he's at a show, like I seen he was at Noche, and
everybody's got jokes.
He was with Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, he was hanging with Ryan Garcia.
And Dana's oh shit, man. He promised me he was going to behave tonight.
Yeah, man. Hey, how about Khalil Roundtree, man, hanging in there with Pereira like he did?
Man, he took a beating though.
Dude.
I seen him. I saw the picture afterward.
Yeah, same. It's like, dude.
He got Dana's respect.
Yeah.
Everybody's respect.
I don't know why anybody would sign up to take a beating like that. But
It was a fourth round stoppage?
He's a dog, man. Yeah.
Fourth round, right?
Fourth round, 432 TKO. Alex Pereira moves on. Also on that card, Juliana Pena and New.
Yeah, Pena got it, huh?
Yeah, she got the decision.
I didn't get to watch that fight.
Yeah, Mario Bautista over Jose or Jose Aldo, depending on your pronunciation. Roma Dolidze over our local guy, Kevin Holland. Got a lot of love for him here
Kevin got
Fury FC.
Rib injury or some shit?
Yeah, they got like a knockout at 5 minutes of the first round. So, yeah, that's like an injury stoppage, doctor stoppage, TKO in the first round. And then Kayla Harrison gets the win. She gets the decision over Ketlin Vieira.
That girl's going to be hard to beat. Who's beating Kayla Harrison?
Yeah, man. I mean,
I was watching this these interviews that they do, and they were asking her like who some people say her celebrity lookalike is. Who would you say?
who?
Kayla Harrison.
Kayla Harrison's?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was kind of thinking that her and Olivia Beerley kind of they remind me of each other, but I don't know, man. Who's the doppelganger for Kayla Harrison? I don't know.
She said Brock Lesnar. Kayla Harrison said that people say she looks like Brock Lesnar.
I don't know if I would admit that if I were her.
Well, I mean, maybe if she had a flat top.
Yeah, she's that flat top buzz cutter.
Maybe.
I don't know, maybe she
flat
has.
top.
Maybe Brock's sporting a beard these days. Does she have
Oh,
facial
is he?
hair? Yeah.
She's jacked. I see the tan resemblance. Just in the tan only.
Yeah, no comment, man. No comment. I don't Brock Lesnar. I don't know if I was a lady if I'd admit.
That's what you said?
Diego, what do you think, man?
I don't know. I wouldn't.
I tell you what, Diego, I would like to see you with a haircut like Brock Lesnar.
That what? That flat top?
Yeah.
Flat top
Oh,
fade.
shit, it's like
You
a
look
military,
military
nah,
cut?
Hell no.
Did you do that? Did you used to do that?
No. They used to call it upside down horseshoe haircut. It's horrible. It's like
Upside down horseshoe haircut.
I've never heard it called that.
yeah.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I've called it a flat top.
He's
There's a flat
military
top,
guy,
but there's
though, man.
there's a version of it where
Yeah, like they shave it all
shave it
bald
up, yeah,
except just
right,
the.
yeah.
And
Just
you've never had that?
Hell no.
What'd you have in the military? Just shave
Just a
that?
high and tight, just a little pop in the top right here, and that's about it. And fade all the way up to here.
Would you go back to that?
No, man.
Why not?
We actually we
I
have,
do have
we
a
have
shirt
a
all the
picture of
time.
Diego during his military days. Let's put it up on
here it
the
is.
board. Yeah, right back here.
No. Hey, congratulations to Diego's a new grandpa. Did you know
Yeah,
that?
man. Shout out. Yeah, dude.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah, we
Very excited.
weren't
Very
able
healthy.
to record last week
Yeah.
because you were welcoming a grandbaby
Yeah.
to the
Grandson.
world, man. Congratulations.
Grandson, yeah.
Diego the third.
No,
Christian Jr.?
Yeah, CJ. I'm super excited. It's a wonderful addition to the family. We're keeping the legacy going. Hopefully, he'll do
gotta have
great
some
and better
boys.
things.
Carry that name on, right?
That's exactly right.
Now we're going to need to get a formula sponsor for the podcast.
I know, right?
Diapers.
Help Diego, yeah, man. Diapers.
They say that grandparents and they love the grandkids more than their own
Yeah.
kids. That's
Is
what
that
I've
true?
heard.
I don't know.
Is that true,
I'll
Diego?
find out. Give me about a couple of.
He doesn't know yet.
Oh man.
Diego to do the skin to skin. Holding the
Yeah, right.
Take
the
his
Brady
shirt off.
grandbaby. Yeah, he didn't go in the room, take his shirt off, and do the skin to skin contact yet.
All right, and this is the one.
We'll see. I'm excited about it. Just, it's this world. It's gonna be tough. So hopefully we'll.
I guess that's
get 'em
a
ready.
lot of people's fear of bringing kids into this cruel world. you know?
Goddamn, pal, you ain't lying, man. Don't
Like-
get me started on that.
That's rough, So there's some people that don't want kids for that reason. You don't want to have to worry about your kid driving
it's
to
hard to
school.
blame
and-
'em. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Hard
100%,
to
man.
blame
I worry about my kids every day. My son drives back and forth to school. There's a bunch of idiots on the road.
Idiots.
My
I'm
daughter's
telling
in
you, I
College
see that
Station now.
firsthand.
It's
Yeah.
not like I can see her every day, and I call her. I got one in middle school. Like
Yeah.
school shootings, you got to worry about dumb shit, man. It's a lot
Very
of
dumb
idiots.
shit. It's unbelievable. People are.
Yeah, we
idiots.
always had that stuff to deal with when we were kids. It was usually somebody prank calling the school. In a lot of cases, they're still doing that shit, but they say that, instead of the bomb threats, they threaten school shootings. They're not playing, dude. They did that at the school district by the house recently, and dude, emails went out, they shut everything down. Kids got in trouble.
I don't remember.
Over pranks. It's
School-
there's zero tolerance, man.
Columbine was what? 01?
I want to say 98, 99, but it may have been 01.
No, I think I was in high school still. I was probably
No, it was before.
Yeah.
So I graduated
01.
2000.
Columbine was like late 90s, I think.
Okay, so that was probably, was that the first?
Yeah. That was like the
Major-
first major.
And then from whoever, the guys who did that,
And you get copycats.
yeah,
And,
put it in the other dumbasses' minds, and then it just continued on.
all right. Man, we could have a conversation about all this.
99.
We could have a
1999.
conversation about this. I don't know if we want to do that. But what do you do to stop it? You give teachers the option to defend their classroom.
Yeah.
And then on the social work inside is early prevention and detection and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But it's just tough.
You
It's tough.
could also find teachers. Okay, like Mrs. Jones isn't gonna pack heat in her classroom.
No.
Okay, fine. But I assure you, there's probably at least a handful of teachers at a school that are willing to protect the school in a scenario like that.
Right.
So maybe that's the answer, man. You get,
Well, I
you
know
get the
back-
training and you get the permits and all that, and then obviously there's law enforcement, but sometimes they aren't able to react as quickly as you need them to. Look no further than Santa Fe not too long ago.
Uvalde.
Yeah, that.
I was in
Uvalde
the
one.
That
I mean,
was-
it took
that's
those
probably
cops
the
how
worst.
many
Yeah,
hours to go in there
They
and
were
do
like
shit.
sitting outside while shit was going on. That was terrible, man.
That's horrible.
I was there.
Terrible
Santa Fe?
failure of leadership.
I was
Yeah,
one of the
Diego went
officers
in.
responding. Yeah, no, I was one of the last officers to arrive because I was off.
He was getting
When I got
massage.
there.
Yeah.
I was getting
You're
a
like,
massage.
Diego, get out of there. We need you right now. Like, hold on.
I mean, back in the day, though,
I'm not happy yet.
when we were in school, anybody could just walk in the door, right?
Yeah.
And now you got to
Especially
show your
moms, yeah.
ID and different shit.
Not even that.
Yeah.
But you're talking about that's if somebody outside of the school goes in. Nowadays, you got the kids bringing the shit to
Yeah.
school and putting it in the classroom, and
But I remember in the 90s where they were bringing it in too.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, I remember in my high
Columbine
school
was
we
the
had,
first big one I heard about.
my high school we had metal detectors and stuff like that going in.
Brooklyn.
We didn't have
No,
metal
it was
detectors, but
Bridgeport,
we had
Connecticut.
kids bringing shit to school, but it wasn't always like in that regard. I mean, you have, kids bringing their hunting rifles or whatever in
Right.
the back of the
Right.
truck or
Mhm.
whatever. Or, the
To Klein High School?
or the street pharmacists, and they're
Yeah.
carrying their shit in their backpack too, but they weren't there to do that. That was, that was for other reasons.
They were running their
That's
business.
for their protection. They weren't, being offensive. It was more of a defensive.
They were running their business.
They were running a business, right? Yeah. Terrible scenarios, terrible times.
100%.
But hey, we're gonna get through it, man. Fear FC 97 went down yesterday as we record on a Monday. Dude, what an event, man! We ended up with 18 fights. I think we were closer to 25. Had a few fall off, for whatever reason. But 18 fights, top to bottom. We got a new featherweight champ who we'll be talking to momentarily, man. How about that co-main event, dude? Paris Moran taking on Peter Caballero, making his Fury FC return. And Paris Moran getting the stoppage 31 seconds into the first round TKO.
He looked great as a bantamweight, man. I mean, I spoke with him right before he walked out, and he's like, "Man, I'm finishing this fight. I'm gonna finish the fight tonight."
You had that confidence going in, right?
Yeah,
That's
and a lot
awesome.
of times, like when you don't have to cut that much weight and you're full, it's his gas tank was full. He was ready to go.
Yeah, man. Hey, and afterwards, man, like the strike against him, so to speak, for the longest time was he's got a bunch of wins. He won a title, but he's not finishing fights. Dude, like he had back-to-back submission finishes. He got a stoppage over Peter Caballero. He's getting the finish. He's like,
Now he
okay,
is.
you want finishes? I'll give you finishes. And then in the post-fight interview, he calls out Mick Maynard, Dana White. Hey, give me that shot. I don't know what else I have to do at this level. I love Fury. I love it here. I don't know what else I have to do. I need to get to the next level. So, I mean, hey, Mick Maynard, Dana White, if you're listening, give Paris Moran that call, man. He's earned it at this point.
Call, text, email.
Listen, guys, if Mick calls, if Dana calls, if Sean calls, better answer.
And the answer has to be yes. Let's.
You make the shit happen, man. Especially if you're asking for it.
Yeah, for sure, man.
If you're asking
for
for
sure.
it, you make it happen.
I know. Paris Moran. His answer is going to be yes whenever Mick calls.
You don't know when that call might come again, and if you say no,
Hey,
don't
and
say
that's
I didn't know. I
that's a
tried.
fair point, man. We had a guy a while back who was wavering. We don't call names, but he got the call after a win, and it was very early in his career. But he was kind of nervous about saying yes too soon. Man, the answer is always yes. The answer has to be
I
yes.
think you'll win more cool points with these guys.
Yeah.
If you show them that, man, I'm willing to take a fight on short notice, win or lose, I came in, I was your guy.
Yeah.
Just give me another opportunity to have a full camp and try and show what I can do.
Hell yeah. 100%.
A lot of respect in that, because just me from my promoter experience, when I call somebody and I really need somebody to fill the spot and there's an excuse and they start saying no and shit, I'm like, dude.
Well, I mean,
fuck
like,
that,
hey,
dude.
if they're injured or something, I mean, obviously there's circumstances that would warrant, hey, I can't help you out this time. But man, if you're healthy and able, man, goddamn pal, do yourself a favor and answer that call.
On the regional level, that might be excusable.
Yeah.
But when the UFC calls,
Yeah,
man,
at the pinnacle of the sport, when they call, your answer has to be yes, man. What if the Astros went to the Sugarland Space Cowboys? Hey, man, we need a right-hand starter tomorrow. Oh no, man, I don't know, man. I need to do some push-ups or something first, man. I need to warm up. It's like, all right, hey, well, don't call us, we'll call you.
There you go.
We'll get back to you.
Don't call me no more.
We
I'll
don't
let
need you
know.
till we need you then,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, don't make that mistake. Yeah, moving on, man. Sean Mora and Mo Miller, man, at the ceremonial weigh-ins, they got in each other's face, and the fight almost happened Saturday afternoon at Porky's backyard, but we end up going 237 in round number 2. Sean Mora gets a tap out with a rear naked choke over Mo Miller.
I think this is 3 rear naked chokes with us.
Yeah,
Or more.
man.
3 in a row.
Yeah, dude.
Or does that move him to 6-1?
Yeah, he's 6-1 now. Hey, he's entering that talk. I mean,
I know he's finishing fights, but like when the fight started, I was like, man, this shit better not be a snooze fest after these guys were trying to kill each other yesterday.
Yeah,
and
man.
normally you have shit to worry
Yeah.
about like that.
Yeah.
And I thought we were gonna have to worry about that.
yeah,
I mean,
man.
he got the finish. It wasn't his striking and stuff is not where it needs to be, I think, for the next level.
Whenever there's that much hostility and animosity, you almost expect like a first round knockout.
Yes.
Like somebody is going down, somebody's getting knocked down in
Tell
the
you
first
what,
round.
Mo was sprawling like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
too, man.
dude, he was,
wasn't
man.
trying to be taken down. He
Yeah, he looked really good in there,
He
man.
did.
Just ended up on the wrong side of a rear check. You don't want Sean Mora on your back, man.
No. And I saw Mo made a post this morning saying he was pretty happy with his performance and the improvements he's made.
Yeah, man.
And he texted me, he said, please bring me back. I'm happy to be back at Fury.
Yeah, and he's 8-4. He's still got
He does.
double the wins over his loss column, man. And he's still, I think, in that conversation as well. Maybe for next year's Contender Series, if he gets a couple more solid finishes, a couple more wins with convincing performances, he could be right back
And
there.
I
as
love
well.
working with Mo, man. He's a good guy, super easy to work with. He says no to nobody.
Yeah, boom. That's what we're talking
That's what
about,
I
man.
want.
Hey, how about lightweight division action? Jake the Grinder Heffernan and Pena Alamo. I've been saying Pena's name wrong for like a long
Pena?
time. Yeah.
Pena.
And the V is silent. It's not Alamov. It's just Alamo. I can remember the Alamo.
Remember the Alamo?
Yeah, I can remember that.
What do you think, Diego?
Yeah. I enjoy him. I enjoyed that fight.
Well,
and
I wanted to see another performance like he fought with Reader.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I got that out of him last night.
Don't we all? Don't we all want to see that?
You know,
But
they were arguing the decision a little bit afterwards. I had,
and man, that happens.
I know.
In a close fight like that,
was
Jake Heffernan gets a unanimous decision. By the way, man, if you let it go to the judges, judging by its very nature is subjective. They're judging a fight.
has nothing to do with me.
Yeah. First and
Has
foremost,
nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. The
Yeah.
judges, the referees, it has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
here's the definition of a judge: form an opinion or conclusion.
There you go.
It's an opinion.
So it has nothing to do with me. So when I get these calls the next morning from
Yeah.
coaches, fighters, managers, people telling me Fury sucks, Fury's biased, my guy didn't lose. It has nothing to do with me, man.
Yeah.
I create the opportunity, I give you the platform, I make the matchup, the fight makes sense. Fucking go finish the fight.
And first and foremost that. And okay, that's one of the hardest things to do in combat
is.
sports
It
is get a
is.
finish.
It's easier to
However,
say that.
if you don't want to be subject to those judges' opinions, and especially like here in Texas, man, for better or worse, Texas judges get a rep for whatever. Oh, that's not what happened. My guy won, and it wasn't a unanimous decision. We won. Should have been a split decision. We had the first and second round easier. Whatever the case may be. Don't let it get to the judges, man.
Do you think it would help to have non-local judges?
Do I? Okay, possibly, but man, whenever I look at the judges at cage side, I don't see a bunch of homers. I don't see like the same guys there every time.
Yesterday there wasn't a lot of, like, some of those guys look new.
But even like your local judges, I mean, they're not like sitting around going, "Oh man, I'm a huge Michael Aswell fan. There's no way Michael Aswell is losing this fight on my card." They're scoring the fight that's happening in front of them, and they're doing it to the best of their ability. So I mean, they've got a thankless job, unless your guy wins. So, hats off to everybody that comes out and judges those fights, because for better or worse, they're going to take heat from one side or the other.
Right, no matter what.
What do you do, man?
Unless it's clear cut.
Yeah.
Unless it's clear cut. And I like Peña,
Oh, yeah, same here, man.
I'd love to keep him on the roster, keep him fighting. I think the kid's got talent.
Yeah, he's 5-3 now. Yeah, man, and it's super easy for him to bounce back.
3 wins puts him at 8-3.
Exactly, and then he's right there back in the hunt.
Back again.
The big news coming out of this one was Jake Heffernan kind of surprisingly retired. He retired after the fight, man. I didn't know that was a possibility.
Me neither.
Going into it. Joe Solis, we were talking, during the walkout, and Joe's like, yeah, Jake told me that, this is his retirement fight. I'm like, oh, really? He's like, yeah. Don't announce that or anything. Oh, no, I'm going to do that now. But no, it was very surprising to you and me, whenever he laid the gloves down in the cage afterwards, man. Beautiful speech post-fight, and he got to go out on his own terms. What's your take on Jake Heffernan's retirement? He
came and thanked me for everything, for all the opportunities. Said he loved retiring from Fury. And he's like, "What I gotta do to get in the Hall of Fame?"
Hey, you gotta take Diego to the massage parlor.
What I gotta do to get into the Hall of Fame? I said, "Man, just be patient."
Yeah.
We got a list of guys that we gotta go through. So.
For real, man.
Work that out.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Write your speech. Be prepared.
Yeah.
They're not gonna let you know in advance, Jake, if you do make it in.
I think
you're not getting advance notice.
No, I think we just wanted to do that for the first one. I think for the future we'll make sure that
Jacob Silva had no idea, and I was in on that one. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna get his ass. He's gonna be crying. He's watched the video of me crying. They didn't tell me we were doing 2 inductees, and then they sprung that one on me. It's like, oh man, shit. I would have.
And we saw you cry.
Yeah, we got to see you cry.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
If I would have known, I had a great post-fight speech prepared, or post-induction speech.
You want us to redo it?
No. Because what's done is done. But dude, I would have done like a, hey, Dana White, Mick Maynard, like in hindsight. It's like, that'd have been a good little call out. But no, dude, I wouldn't have it any other way. I loved it. You guys got me surprised and all, man.
It's almost time to pull that jacket out.
It's almost time, man. We're getting towards the end of the year. So Jake Heffernan, Don't keep your phone on. Don't be looking for the call, but just keep hanging out at the events, and maybe you'll get surprised with a jacket.
I think parties at Cameron Graves, were petitioning that as well.
Cameron Graves would be another great candidate. He's still active though.
Yeah.
But so is Silva.
Yeah, I think Silva's winding down.
Yeah, I kind of get that feeling every time he fights. I say this. Every fight we get out of Jacob Silva at this point is just like icing on the cake. It's bonus.
Most guys retire when they lose, right?
Yeah.
They take them off.
Yeah.
Jacob's like, fuck this, I'm a winner. I'm winning and I'm
he
out.
said that too.
Like,
I'm leaving on a high note.
Yeah, good for him, man.
Yeah, shout out
Jake's
to
a great guy. And if you go back and look at the early cage combat days with me, you see him in a lot of the face-offs.
Yeah, you do, man.
I used to face him off a lot.
Oh, yeah. Hey, speaking of Cameron Graves, Diego just mentioned him. He gets a unanimous decision. Or actually, he loses a unanimous decision to Michael Reese Machin.
No, Cameron won.
What? My shit's out of order, dog. How much live oak did you pour in here?
Cameron won.
Where the fuck did it go?
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah,
but I don't have the card, man. I think our guest stole that one from me.
Yeah, and Cameron over Daniel Wyatt. And
29-28 across the board. There it is.
Yeah, and Daniel was a 5-0 featherweight coming in. Added another.
Dude, what a
fucking heavy.
What a great fight!
What a feeling!
And what a great prospect, man.
Yeah, and that's a good feeling, I bet, from Cameron to take that guy's, hand him his first loss.
Yeah, dude, and Daniel Wyatt
Popped his
looked
cherry.
great in there, man.
Big.
So
Big kid.
Look forward to having
ready
him
to
back.
come back, too.
I was going to ask, man, did you sign him to a multi-fight deal, or was this a one-off?
He came, thanked me for the opportunity as well, and he said, "Man, I'm ready to go. Anytime, let's do it."
So when a fighter wins or loses,
Tony Torres.
And there's no suspension or anything like that. How soon can a fighter fight?
7 days.
7 days?
Everybody gets an automatic 7-day suspension, no matter what. Once you enter that cage, fight, you leave the cage, 7 days. If you get TKO'd, I think it's 30 days. If you get a cut, I think it's 30 days. If you get knocked out, I think it's either 60 or 90, depending on how bad. But everybody gets 7 days, so
Diego,
Yes.
you get a 7-day suspension too.
you're out of here.
God damn.
Beat it.
After that, we had the opener. Chris Ewart with a knockout in the first round, 4 minutes over Aaron Chambers. What a way to kick off.
So I sent Mick the finish. I said, man, I think I got a contender series spot for that kid.
For Chris Ewart?
Yeah.
Badass.
So, and then before the night was even over, his manager came down and said, yeah, he's going October 15th, so 2 weeks. We had Malik Lewis and Darian Robinson on the main card as well.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Malik won one of his. Oh, he finished him, I think, with the RNC. Yeah. And I'm happy to have Malik. I love Darian as well. You know, Darian Robinson, this was his third appearance with us. He fought Bruce Whitehead on short notice. Then he went and beat Darren Whitney in Dallas. Now he comes down and fights Malik Lewis. And me and Rich couldn't get over how big Malik was. Thought he was a fucking welterweight.
Yeah, man, he was huge.
Jacked, lean, you know, and he was happy to be here. He's already been to Dana White Contender Series, and he really wants to go back. So I'm hoping we could do something for him. And he showed up yesterday, performed, and did his thing. So
Get him to the show.
we're gonna try and get him to the show.
We're going to run through the rest of these prelims and then bring in our special guest.
Yeah, just
cool
say
with that?
yes, fellas.
Just say yes. Miles Banks, 1 minute, 10 seconds. TKO in the first round over Zachary Bradshaw. Cameron Veals getting a first round tap out with a Kimura over Dylan Aguilar. And then kill shot Joe Hendershot. 344 the first round, tap out with a Kimura as well. Had back-to-back Kimuras, man.
Moves to 2-0.
Never seen that happen. Kill shot moves to 2-0. Alex Morono, Prodigy. Hey, we'll get to that one. Kate Forodori, 14 seconds into the third round. TKO over Brian Hitman James. Hitman didn't look too happy after that one, but I look forward to seeing him come back, man. He's one of my favorite amateurs. I know he'll be on the pro
Then
side
they
of things
left
soon.
the cage and finished the fight in the crowd.
I don't know if we're going to talk about that or not, but yeah, man, I was in the green room whenever that happened. That
I
happened
was
during the
too.
break, and just like, golly,
And
man.
they came in running. Hey, there's a fight out there in the crowd, and I was
You
like,
know? We have security at these events, man. Like,
yeah, a lot of them.
it's like these fights break out on the opposite side of wherever they're hanging out, man. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
And Pedro Lopez gets a unanimous decision over Caden Atkinson. Alon Gonzalez with a tap out in the first round, 228 with an armbar over Damian Nunez. And then we got Noah Nawadi, Patrick Frazier. Frazier with a unanimous decision. Mehul Somoratu, strong style, Rich
Good for
Burmaster
Mehul.
guy, dude.
A little scrappy.
58 seconds into round number 2, he gets a tap out with a rear naked choke. That kid looks impressive and he looks comfortable and happy, like he's having fun in the cage.
Moves his record to 2-2.
Yeah, man, 2-2. Got things on the back. He's back at the 500 mark. And Chow Lon U, his name is pronounced different than it looks. Very confusing for an announcer, but he gets a tap out with a rear naked choke. 216 into round number 2 over Nathan Harris. Then, spoiler alert, Reese Machen, as previously mentioned, gets a unanimous decision over Oscar Villanueva. And then in our first fight of the night, John Salinas, 136, round number 2, TKO over Derek the Contractor Pierce. And it wouldn't be... Hey, man, I love the Contractor, man. But
I love the Contractor.
It almost wouldn't be a Derek Pierce fight if... After an unfortunate loss, he didn't like throw a fit, man. He was pissed at Danielle Guevara for stopping that fight. Like, man, you got to respond to those punches that are coming in, man. You can't lay there and just cover up, especially on the Amy side of things, you know.
They're quick to take care of the damage. Y'all ain't getting paid, man.
Yeah, it's her job to keep you safe, and you know she thought she saw enough to get you out of harm's way, get you back contracting.
Keep doing your thing, Derek.
So when is it ready for an amateur fighter to be or wanting to go pro? I mean, do you want to get like 3 wins? Like I heard people say,
Listen,
get 3
man,
wins.
Back in the day, there was no amateur fights.
Right.
Daniel Pineda is a prime example of somebody who never had an amateur fight. It was the pro, and boom, I'm done. Look at Jackson Glass. He just had one AMI fight, and he's ready to turn pro. We found him another opponent. He's going to fight one more AMI because I thought it was a good idea, but he was ready to go pro. So it's really up to them.
I was talking with one of the more prominent referees. It's been years ago now. I asked him the same question, Diego. I was like, so he's a former fighter. How many amateur fights should a guy have? And he's like, man, 5 max. Once you get to that level, go get paid for it. But that's his opinion, and he was a very prominent, successful fighter in his own right. Everybody's story is different, man.
So
Eric Garcia over. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
I know, man.
This promoter break brought to you by DeNunaLawFirm.com. Eric's putting the number in his phone, 713-257-8889. If you get into legal trouble, DWIs, criminal defense, or some other bullshit, give our guys at DeNuna Law Firm a call, 713-257-8889, or you can find them online at DeNunaLawFirm.com.
plead the fifth.
Proud sponsors of
DeNuna.
Fury FC. Yeah, hey, whenever they tell you you have the right to remain silent,
Remain silent.
take that option.
Please.
Remain silent. Tell them, hey, I'm calling up DeNuna Law Firm.
But be
At
respectful.
713-257-8889. Yeah, be respectful, I
Be
guess.
respectful.
Yeah,
You know-
don't be Tyreek Hill.
No.
Don't do that. But
Be respectful and just.
you see all that, man? A while
Nah,
back?
not really. I didn't get
Miami
paid.
Dolphins?
Nah, I'm too busy
Oh, yeah, they're
defending the perils of evil of
banging
my
on
city.
his Lamborghini window, and he didn't like that. Hey, don't touch my window like that. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. He kept rolling the window up, and it's tinted.
Don't do that.
Hey, don't touch my window like that. He's like,
Oh,
hey,
no.
leave it down. Don't touch my window. Just back and forth. And then next thing you know, he's
Just
on
be
the
ref-
ground. It's like, man,
Just Be respectful. Like
you both could have
Yeah, I
handled
can't
that
leave with
better.
this stuck to
No,
me.
you can't.
God damn it.
Womp womp.
Where's some ice?
You got to get him some ice, man.
Hold on. All right.
Let's bring in our guest, baby.
Well, we
It's a
can
great
do
time.
that too. I was going to plug a couple more sponsors, but the champ, the new champ is in the building. The Fury FC Featherweight champion, yesterday's main event.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
Justice Torres in studio here at DNA
With
How
the
y'all
fresh,
doing?
With the fresh shiner.
with the gold.
Yes, sir. Got the gold.
Got the gold.
Man, Indragioni busted him open in that first round, man. Did you see that?
Stop. We all know
No,
that didn't
hey,
happen.
you were actually scheduled to fight about a month or so ago, and you had to pull out because you had a
Because of that.
yeah.
Yes, because
had,
of
had,
this.
had a cut and
Bro,
train.
you
You
can
had to let
watch-
that heal up.
You can watch like a little interview that I did, and you can see like I just got the stitches out prior to it, so I knew this. I had a feeling it was gonna happen, but
Yeah, it was an accidental headbutt, I believe, that opened it up. I don't think it was an
looks
actual
like
shot,
when
right?
y'all clinched and he took you down or something.
yeah,
his
no,
head.
yeah. When he did the little like he had the overhook on the arm and around my like the back of my neck, and he did that little toss. Not gonna lie, I took a flight on that one. That has never happened. My legs were in the air. I rewatched. I was like, okay, that happened to me, but. Yeah, as soon as we landed, I felt his head hit, and I was like, damn it. And then, yeah, blood started coming out.
All in all, though, no injuries besides that cut?
Yeah, no, nothing.
And see,
nothing.
okay,
I'm good. I'm ready.
Circling back to what we were talking about earlier with judging. If a judge looks and sees blood coming out of his eyes, oh, the other guy did more damage, he wins this round.
Exactly.
There's levels to it, right? It's like, well, I mean, not necessarily if it's an accidental headbutt or something, incidental contact that cuts you open like that. Well, I mean, maybe
Does
that
it-
damage shouldn't count.
Did the judges forget about it, though, as the fight goes on?
Yeah.
About how it happened. And now you got this cut leaking in the second round. And
Yeah.
he's not
But
really
Midman
getting
Joe
hit.
did good. He did good
He
at
always
making it
does.
stop the bleeding and stuff. So it never really kept going.
He always does a good job. You good on your drink?
Yeah, I'm good.
What about you?
I'm good.
Okay, all right.
Diego says he's good with his empty cup over there.
So what's next,
you.
Justice? You
mean-
gonna relax for a little bit?
I mean, I gotta let my eye heal up, but you already know what I want.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's really that.
Yeah, you gave the McMaynard Dana White call out post fight as well.
Yeah, I want that UFC shot. Just give me my shot. That's all I want. Just
They
give me a
gave you
shot.
what, 30 days suspension?
Yeah. So 30 days and
Hey,
then.
so if they called you today and said, "Hey, Justice,
Dude, I will fight
come
tomorrow
fight next
night.
week,"
I don't give a damn.
We don't,
I'll
care
fight.
about your eye,
That's
Justice.
what we want to know. That's what we
Hey,
want.
we have great doctors. We're
Bring
gonna
it. Yeah, just give me the shot. Just give me the shot. That's all I want. Just
Yeah.
give me the shot.
And we have 1 week of Contender Series. Well, we have 2 weeks, tomorrow and then next week. So obviously that's out of the question.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's always that short call.
I mean, I did an interview with Nolan King, and I told him, I said,
From MMA Junkie.
yeah, and I told him, I said, dude, I was like, I'm ready to fight anybody. Just give me my shot. I was like, even if I have like, I was like, and I'm a very like humble, and I know like where I'm at. Like, I'll fight somebody. I mean, you good?
Oh,
Electrocute.
that never happens. That never happens.
But I'll fight anybody. I don't care who it is
premature
in the top
explosion with the
10
Topo Chico
or
over there,
just
Diego.
somebody coming up in the rankings too. Like, it does not matter. I'll fight anybody. Just give me my shot in the UFC.
And then that's the attitude, man, that they want. That's what they want. You know, when they give you that call, the last thing they want to hear is an excuse.
Yeah, no
You know,
excuses. Give me the shot.
It sucks. I mean, obviously, if you just fought and you got stitches or something, that's a legitimate reason.
Mm-hmm. But it's never going to be the case that I can't make weight. That's for sure.
That was my next question. So
Yeah,
you stay pretty.
Man, this whole camp, I stayed 159. This whole camp, just in case they called me for anything, I was always at 159
So you could make weight on a week.
on anything. Yeah.
Michael Aswell. That's your first opponent for the UFC.
We'll do
That's
it.
your call up. What's the
do it.
answer?
We'll do it.
See,
That's my boy, but we'll
I've
do
been
it.
calling for that because I like messing with him and Aswell.
Yeah, no.
Trying to make buddies fight each other.
We-
That's one of the
I
long
think
running
we've even
things.
said that before. We would never fight in Fury, but if it was for the UFC, we'll do it.
Yeah. Eric runs into that, quite a bit. Oh, I can't fight him. That's my boy, man.
That's my boy. I seen
Train
him at
together,
the movies
man.
and I waved to him.
We both live in Houston. We can't do it.
We're friends on Instagram, man. We can't fight.
Listen, man, that's the only issue we run into sometimes with all the cross training and shit. But I've learned to live with it, and because the promotion has grown so much, it doesn't bother me to bring guys in.
I would say you do really well
It
at getting
doesn't.
people. Like, the last guy I fought was from Colorado. The other guy was from, like, Amarillo. This guy was born in Albania.
Yeah.
So-
So we're not in a situation where you have to fight somebody
Yeah.
local anymore. Like, it just doesn't. Now, there's some fights I want to make. There's some good local fights that I could put together, but
I was really looking forward to that Yadier and Injustice fight.
I think that would have been a good
coming
scrap.
up, man. That would have been
a good
such a
scrap.
good fight, man.
that
But
would've- that was a-
The way my cardio felt in that, though, like, I felt so good going 5 rounds. Like, I think that would have.
5 rounds works for a lot of guys, man.
Yeah, man.
And then-
I was kind of nervous, but as we got back and I got my little 1 minute break, I got back out there. I was bouncing on my feet. I was ready to go.
that was one thing I said to Eric when the fight started. And, it was looking a certain way early on. I was like, man, Justice has a great gas tank.
Yeah.
And he's always super calm, super poised. You never see him get rattled. It's like the longer this fight goes, the more it favors Justice Torres, I think.
Now, we take nothing from Vilson. That kid's
Yeah,
tough.
man.
Dude, he was tough.
He's
Tough as
tough.
hell, man.
He looks
Came in
strong.
Yeah,
10-3.
I mean, he
man.
was strong in the sense of, like, whenever he threw me. Like, I literally, like, my feet went in the air. So I was like, damn, this little boy's strong.
And I'll say this, man, he was throwing some heat. And there were a couple of times where you would drop that left and that right was coming up. I was like, man, if Justice zigs instead of zags, man, who knows what could happen.
Well-
We've never seen you get dropped. But there was some heat coming in, man.
No, he did catch me. He caught me one time, and it caught me flush right on the chin. But surprisingly, like, I was like, okay, so I do got a chin because it didn't. And I didn't feel nothing. I was like, but see, and Jacob's uncle Danny, he messaged me and he's like, you got to keep your hands up. He's like, I know you got a chin.
I
He's
said
like,
it at least a
and
couple of
so-
times. I was like, dude, he's
Yeah,
got to
so-
quit dropping those hands,
Yeah.
man. But hey, it worked out for you, man. You go 5 rounds, you get a decision. One guy had it 50-45. I take you probably agree with that score, right?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm not.
Who was that judge?
William Dean.
Shout out William Dean.
Yeah, that's-
My boy Willie.
Hey, you better calm down, Jamal. You're gonna have people writing you letters.
I slid him a little 100 on that one.
So we had William Dean had it 50-45. John Cave had it 49-46. I felt like Ryan Thompson, scored it. This is probably about how I would have scored it if I were a judge, which I'm not. 48-47. I felt it was a pretty close fight, but
thought it
Justin
was
kind of
close.
edged him out, towards the
I
end.
didn't
man.
know if they
those
were going
later
to count
rounds,
the
those
takedowns.
I mean, I feel like
more because you didn't really take him down at all.
No. The one time I did, he ended up reversing me, and then I got back up and then took him back. Well, I got him down when he threw that knee, and I caught the knee and dumped
Yes,
him.
right at the end of the
Right
round.
at the end of the first, yeah.
Yeah.
But
You
I mean,
still
I
look
think if
strong
you
in
get
the championship
takedowns, you
rounds, I
have to
felt.
do something with them. You have to do something with
That,
them.
yeah.
You can't just
Yeah.
hold them.
You have to look at it. Or the judges weighing this on who's really trying to finish this fight
Mm-hmm.
or who's trying to just play it safe.
Yeah. I mean, he did, like I said, the times that he got me down, he was just holding on tight. And then, you know, I'm just working my get-ups and just
Were
trying
you
to
nervous
stay.
at all for the decision?
No.
Think
I felt confident in it because, like I said, I just that jab,
Because I seen Frank praying.
the jab, I was piecing him up. Man, Frank was praying because he
I seen
don't.
Frank in the corner.
Hey, Frank was Frank was repenting for Saturday night.
Yeah, that's what that was.
Well, you got a good team behind you, man. They celebrated. They were super excited. Where was Daniel?
Bro, I was just about to say that. Where was his big chest at?
Where
I
the
was
fuck
waiting for
was
him.
Daniel?
I was gonna shout him out. So I don't know if y'all realize.
And we even gave an extra corner
Yeah?
to Daniel, and Aswell took the spot.
Well, Daniel, you fucked up. But
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all. So after I fought AY, I was like, I was all tired and gassed out, and I'm like breathing heavy, and I'm shouting everybody out, and I called Daniel David, so I was like, shout out David, and he was like, bitch, you didn't even fucking know my name, and I'm like, so I was gonna make the joke again. I was like, man, shout out David, and I was gonna point to him. I mean Daniel, but his ass didn't even show up.
I wonder what Daniel was doing, drinking beer. Now he's got a fight coming up.
Yeah, he's fighting on the 19th.
Yeah.
Yeah, against what's that guy's name?
That's at the Apex.
Yeah.
At the UFC Apex.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who he's fighting. He's fighting a vet too.
Damn, what is his name? Why am I forgetting it? The damage.
Darren Elkins?
Darren Elkins, yeah.
Yeah, he's fighting Elkins.
28-11.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good
What's
scrap.
your son say? I said he
Dude,
got the belt.
so leading up to the fight, he just kept. So the other day, it was after the weigh-ins. We got home. I'm eating, and he's sitting there, and he's like, "Babe," he's like, "You're gonna get that belt, man." And he keeps going. He's like, "You're gonna get that belt." He goes, "You got to throw your
How old
jab."
is he?
He's 5. He's about to be 6.
What's his name?
Dominic.
Dominic.
So he's gonna be 6 on the 16th, and he's like, "You're gonna get that belt," and I'm like, and I'm eating my food, and he's like, "You're gonna do this," and I'm like, and he's just hyping me up, and so then the day of the fight, I'm like, "I'm going to get that belt." He's like, "Go get it," and I'm like, I will, and I'm gonna go get you first. So that's why I jumped out the cage because I told him.
Risking disqualification leaving the
That's what I
cage
was
like
worried
that,
about.
man.
Oh, yeah?
You
'Cause
and
when
Sean
you-
Mora. Sean Mora did the
when
same
you
thing.
leave the cage, they can disqualify you
Oh shit.
before the announcement.
Hey, that's what happened in San
And I was like,
Antonio.
oh, God, please don't. Yeah, that's what happened
Well,
with.
my bad, y'all didn't know. I just
Well, that but,
keeping a
well,
promise to my
I
son.
could be wrong though, because that happened.
You're not.
That happened during the fight, right?
Yeah.
This was after the fight. It was already over.
You still get disqualified.
But technically, it's not over until they make the
uh,
announcement, right?
one of the lead
I think it's
guys at the
a stupid-
state
You
made a comment
made the
after Sean
announcement, though.
Mora.
He made the announcement.
No,
He
you-
announced that I won,
No.
and then that's why I ran out because I was like, "Yeah, I won. I'm gonna go get my son
maybe.
now."
I don't know how
Maybe.
the state makes it, but I know.
Either way,
maybe.
my bad, y'all.
Hey, no, you know
Well,
what?
you're
You're
good.
right. Once I
It's
say
over
it, you can't take it away.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's the case. I think I think they don't want you doing that. But,
Safety
who cares?
for whatever reason. Yeah.
Hey, better to ask for forgiveness
what's
than
their-
permission.
When you jump on the cage to celebrate, why they start smacking your legs and shit to get down? Like,
Yeah, because they have to protect. Okay, because it's the government. All right.
like why?
The government has
Those
to
are
keep you
great
safe.
pictures and
That's
video and
the
promo.
misconception right now is the government has to keep you safe. So you're not allowed to jump on the cage because you could hurt yourself maybe. I don't know. I don't know what the rule is.
It's like wearing a seatbelt.
What if they
who's
pay
the victim? If
what if
Justice
they pay the
decides,
IRS more taxes for doing it?
don't get me started on that shit. Hey, if Justice Torres does a backflip off the cage and sprains his ankle, who's the victim in that? He did it to himself. It's his own decision, whatever. So I don't know.
You know,
They'll
speaking
give
of
you
like,
a little leeway and let you climb up there for a second, but they are like, hey, you got to get down. You got to get down.
But I've seen. So I thought that was just a Texas rule, but I've seen them in the UFC.
Yeah.
They start.
Yeah,
the
yeah, they-
commission starts slapping their
for
legs
whatever
and pulling
reason,
them
you know,
down
that's-
and shit.
yeah, I mean, I think it's safety, but I was gonna say, speaking of like commissions and like safety, did y'all see the thing with Brian Battle for France?
No.
So he right now, I was just looking at it on Instagram.
He just had a killer performance.
Yeah,
in
and
Paris.
so he walked out to that song in Paris,
Okay.
and then they're fining him $250,000, and they said that he's not allowed to fight in Paris no more.
What?
For what?
Yeah.
Climbing on the cage?
Can you
No,
pull that
for
up?
what he for apparently flicking off the crowd and then talking his shit and then all that other.
Oh.
I mean,
Who's
granted,
finding him? The Paris Commission?
I think so. Yeah, that's what it was saying.
You remember in Denver a while back, there was a Russian guy that won his fight, and his name escapes me at the moment.
Gino Shevdov.
There you go. Boom. And the lady from the state was like, that's the most disrespectful. I forget what he said on the mic. He said something, but he didn't like flick the crowd off, but he said something. And whatever. She was, she took it as very disrespectful, and she was saying how he'll never fight here again. We're going to fine him. And I was like,
It was the actual inspector
yeah.
that we had worked with.
Yeah. It was the lady.
Okay, I remember.
I don't want to say your name, but you know.
I always say her name, but I forgot it.
It is a Jeannie.
Oh, what's Jeannie? I don't think Jeannie works for them no more.
Okay, well, she probably shouldn't have been working for him then, because she took everything personally. Dude, she was like all up in people's
Diego,
business.
why you didn't take care of her, Diego?
For real, dude. We needed somebody to take one for the team.
You were the guy with the upside down horseshoe. You were the
I
one.
like that. Well, upside down. I like
Diego,
that.
I need to know one of your massage spots, dog. My body's pretty sore.
All right.
Yeah,
We'll get offline. We'll get
What
offline.
you had a private label bag?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what you were carrying. What else have we given you?
I've got that, and then I got the 2 Kimura tattoo things.
You got another one.
I got the one tonight. Yeah.
Hey, how come you
So
didn't get that?
The first one I got this, and then
He didn't
now
get a Fury
I
logo.
don't know what I'm gonna get. Man, what's homeboy's name that got the Fury?
He ain't about Derek
Pierce, man.
Pierce. He ain't
That
about
boy's
that Derek Pierce
dedicated.
like the contractor, baby. He got that Fury.
Sierra got it too.
Yeah, yeah.
Put it right here.
Yeah, they were talking about it on the
I need him to
broadcast
fill all this in.
yesterday. I forget. He was in a compromised position, and in my ear, Brian was like, "Oh man, that Fury logo right there in the mix." I was like, "Oh man."
Bro, I think he actually still owes me $5. Now I'm thinking about it.
Who does?
Pierce.
Oh, yeah?
He wanted to buy a shirt, and then he was like, "Oh, I don't got no cash." And then he was like, "I'll sell you." And I was like, "All right, man." I let him have the shirt, and he was like, "I'm gonna sell you." And I'm like, "All right." And then he's like, "Just text me your name." And I texted him. I was like, "Hey, it's Justice. Sell me $25." And he sold me 20 only. And I was supposed to tell him, like, "Hey, man,
Hey.
I want my
Thought he
five."
got the.
He got the fighter discount.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
Hey, we're brothers, brother. Hey man, come on. Justice out here doing business, being dirty, throwing
Hey,
names in the
you
streets,
saw,
man.
You saw the heads I made?
Those are dope.
Yeah, man. Jacob gave me the idea, so.
Those were dope. Who made those for you, yo?
One of his guys.
That was dope.
You know, Jacob hooked it up with me for that one. He got me helped me get the heads, the banner, the shirts.
Probably bull shirts or somebody, huh?
Not for those.
No,
heads.
not for the heads. No, they did my
I thought
shirts.
they could
though.
print anything. Yeah, badass, man. Yeah, I saw those. Hey, dude, he like is breaking tradition, tempting fate. Before the fights yesterday, man, he came out. It was cage side, meeting,
Bro,
saying hi and everything. He picked up the belt
You scared me with that.
and threw it over his shoulder and was taking pictures. Like, dude, what are you doing, man? That's bad luck. I was messing with him. You can't do that. It's
Bro,
terrible
I
luck.
was stressed out. I was like, "Oh damn, is that really bad luck?" But then Michael's like, "No, dude, I did it." He's like, "I did it." I was like, "Okay, well, hopefully I'll get your performance then."
Yeah, Michael Laswell is the exception to the rule, man. Yeah, you don't see like players posing with the trophy or anything. I guess the NBA they do it now, but the NBA sucks in general. But yeah, they'll pose with the trophy now. But yeah, you're not supposed to hold the trophy until you
Hey,
win
look,
it.
well,
I
at the
didn't
end of the
know
day,
that.
it came
It's
with
like
me.
a sports
so.
superstition.
I didn't know that. And I used to go up to both locker rooms with the belt and try it on both guys just to make sure that it could fit. But now the damn thing's so heavy, man. It's just easier to shoulder.
Eric
Yeah,
just likes
yeah.
reaching around dudes. That's all.
Nah.
He's like, "I can't give too many more reach arounds now."
He said that's why he hired Rich, so Rich can go do the reach arounds.
Rich is not here.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, man. See him
Rich
next
is in
time.
Vegas.
Let's pour out some
What's
liquor.
he doing in
Shall
Vegas?
we-
He's there for the contenders.
He's working his real job, so he flew out last night after the show.
Whoa! This is a real job too.
Real job. What
Well,
does
This is a passion.
He sells like
It's a shoot
he do?
job.
His body.
Yeah,
Prostitution's legal out there.
He does that.
Hey,
He's an escort.
Justice is breaking news
No,
right now.
he works for a company that sells like some chemical that cleans the gas pumps or something. It's a big ass company. It's like a 6-figure gig.
Yeah,
job.
he
makes money.
Yeah. He had to put his business out in the streets. Remember, Rich is a very successful corporate guy.
Yeah.
Whenever he's
He
not
doesn't consider this work,
slumming with us on the weekends.
so that's why I say real job.
Yeah.
This isn't work. When you love what you do, it's not work.
Right.
Hey, he could be a sponsor too, man.
Who?
Rich.
He should.
You're out here putting his numbers on the air and
Sure.
stuff.
Yeah,
man.
Rich. You start paying me to fucking work.
For real.
I'm
Dog.
paying you nothing.
Hey, guys at Space City Collective were out there in the cage yesterday, man. Did you get any swag from them?
No,
They
they
hooked
didn't.
me up.
Apparently, my feet are too big. They only
Yeah.
had his size.
What are you? 11?
I'm 11.
Oh, so you and Mick are the same.
Yeah, I need some shoes, y'all. Hook it up.
Hook him up. Hook the champ up. Space City.
Yeah, they were out there. I know they'll take care of you.
You were
No,
GM.
I was like, you know what? Y'all really don't have to, because honestly, I've bought shoes. Like I'll buy them. I just don't ever wear them, dude. I'm always wearing my fucking Jesus sandals.
Maybe you just get some Yeezy slides.
Yeah. Hey, there we go. I'll rock the slides.
You can fuck with the Yeezys. And
I'm
be
a dad
comfortable.
now, so I just
You got
Jesus
2 kids?
sandals. 2 kids.
2 little boys.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all done?
Yeah.
No more?
Shop's closed. Not on my end though. Not on my
Oh,
end.
okay.
That's what she did. That's what my wife did to me too. I had 3, and she was like, "All right, that's enough." was like, man, we gotta get 2 more.
Well,
man.
it was only just because
I wanted 5.
I wanted 3, but Elijah, that pregnancy was let's just say I almost went home alone that day, so it was real scary. So after that, she closed shop on her end.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Well, you got 2 good-looking boys. They look
Right?
like twins.
I think they're the star
Who
of
do y'all
the show.
think they look like? I
Like
mean,
you.
obviously Dominic looks like me. I know
I
that
think
one.
they both do, bro.
Yeah.
See, it's always 50-50 with Elijah.
They
People
both-
are mixed
nah.
on that. I think he
And,
looks like me.
whenever I look at those boys, man, I see a
Little
little
Justice.
mini Justice
Hey,
Torres.
Dominic's gonna be. I'm telling you, he's gonna be pro by like
Yeah.
16,
I see
15.
your videos of him in the gym, and he's
Yes.
running,
Dude.
and he's doing all the workouts with Justice. Everything with his dad.
And the thing is, I don't force him at all.
He
Like
loves
I
that
don't.
shit.
It was the Sunday before the fight. It was Sunday Fun Day is what we call it. And bro, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. We start Sunday Fun Day at like maybe 10, and he comes waking me up, babe. I'm like, what? Because we're sleeping on the couch. I'm thinking someone's trying to get in the house. He's like, we're gonna be late. I'm like, for what? He's like, Sunday Fun Day. I'm like, bruh. I was like, it is 5 in the morning. Go to sleep. He's like, all right, I just don't want to be late. I'm like, you're not. Don't worry, we will be
Oh,
there.
man, that's badass.
So it's cool seeing him get like just the
Does
work
he
ethic.
watch the UFC with you and stuff?
Bro,
So-
since he was
so
a
he
baby,
watches all that
he's
shit.
been with me doing it, seeing everything.
He's also a star in the show.
Yeah,
in the stream.
he loves
They've
it.
already put him on the big
Big
screen a couple
screen.
times.
Yeah, he loves
He's
it.
on Fight Pass.
UFC Fight Pass is already gonna see who he is. That'll be, how cool would that be though? In like what 12 years
Right
for him to have a fight on Fight Pass, and they circle back to one of these
when it started.
openings and say, hey, there he is in the crowd. He just knocked that boy out.
You know what I enjoyed when you were giving your speech and he had the belt and he's just staring at the camera.
He was smiling the whole time.
Smiling the whole
Yeah,
time.
I was trying not to cry. I almost cried. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I wasn't gonna get like too emotional, but once I saw you hand it to him and seeing him smile,
Yeah.
I almost
He
started
was just-
crying.
I mean, and not even that, smiling with his chin up like this.
He ain't never gonna
Right.
forget
You know what I
that.
mean?
Yeah, no, exactly. That's
Like,
what it
he's
is.
never gonna
I
forget
want to
that
build these
moment.
moments for him to stay with him forever.
Hopefully, Rich must have got a picture of that, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure he did,
He
man.
better.
Rich is always right there in the thick of
Yeah, he
everything.
better have. So, what's your schedule like? You're working a normal job. still.
Yeah, I work Monday through Friday. I load flatbeds, and then I train. As soon as I get done, I get
Those
off
are
at 4:30.
those are trucks. Those are not like ladies. Calm down, Diego.
Oh yeah, and then I just drive straight to the gym and train all the way, and then go home, sleep,
So your day
repeat.
starts at what time?
Like 5 in the morning sometimes. I take the kids to daycare. Take the kids to daycare, go to work. Sometimes go pick them up, or my girl she'll drop them off to me, and they'll go to the gym with me. And then
And then you train till what, 8?
yeah, about 8:30. Just depends on the class.
Shit, man. So you might not be going to sleep till close to midnight.
Yeah, no,
By the
because
time
then
you go home and eat,
So
and
yeah, so
wind
like
down.
this whole camp, it was pretty tough because my wife she works at the Kingwood Hospital, so she has to work overnights.
Okay.
And so boom, when we get done training, I got to go home, I got to bathe them, I got to cook dinner, got to cook my dinner, got to get them laid up in bed, and then and then
Win a title.
everything.
and then
Yeah, so
wake
this
up and
whole
go
camp
unload
was,
So it's
flatbeds.
hard for you to even fucking lay back and enjoy a TV show or anything.
yeah, no, exactly, yeah.
The only way your day ends early is if you don't go train.
But we don't do that.
Yeah, you gotta train, man.
Yeah.
That's what I tell these guys,
We
man.
spar on Saturdays, and then we do Sunday Fun Day. So
So is that what you're gonna be doing for like the next couple of weeks or so while your cut heals up?
yeah, oh no, I'm still going to the gym. I'm still going to go to the
You
gym.
going today?
I need,
Going to
not
Cancun?
today. Not today. Today I take a rest day, and I'm gonna spend it. I usually do a Father Sunday with Dominic, but he had. I'll pick him up later, and we might go do something. But then it's back to the normal schedule.
Take him to watch the Joker. That new Joker movie.
Don't
started.
do it.
No,
Don't
no,
do it.
I got to be careful.
Have you seen
of that.
it yet,
so,
Eric?
I'm going to today.
All
I
right.
gotta
See,
be
Eric,
careful
Eric
with
has
that,
seen
man.
it. I have seen the new one.
It just
it good?
dropped like Thursday.
Yeah.
When'd you go?
Yeah. Friday night.
It's not good.
Took Anita to see it.
How long is it? Because I fall asleep in movies. I'm not
The
gonna lie.
first one I enjoyed.
It's a couple hours or so. It's kind of long.
Yeah, I'll
the
probably
first
fall
one,
asleep.
the first one was great. Why do you think I went to see the second one? The second one, I would say it's not terrible, but it kind of is. But it's. But
Hold on. Are you one of those people that judge movies like, bro, that gun doesn't shoot 26 times. It only shoots 12. Are you
Eric,
that guy?
Eric, am I that guy?
I don't think so.
No, not at all.
Okay, okay.
Not at all, man. Hey, I'm a huge like fan of the franchise. You know, the Batman, Joker stuff, and I love like the origin story and all that. That's great stuff. I don't want to ruin anything. If you would like to go see it, go check it out. But just manage your expectations. They don't outdo.
But EJ wants to go watch it.
They don't outdo the first one. The first one is better. The second one is okay, but by the end, you're like, what the fuck did I just watch? And why did I watch it?
I hate movies like that.
So, It's
maybe I wanna
okay.
watch it.
It's okay, and it's
I'll
a
wait for
fun
it to
movie.
come out and I'll stream it.
There
It's a
you
fun
go.
movie, but I'll say this, it's kind of out there. I don't know if they have hyped it as such, but it's really more of a musical. There's a lot of singing in it,
Really?
Yeah.
I heard that.
but it's not terrible. But get about halfway and you're like, God damn, they're about to sing about something. There you go. Okay, boom, and they do, and it's great singing, and they do. Well, Joaquin Phoenix does a great job, and Lady Gaga, aside him, does a great job. But yeah, by the end of it, no spoiler alerts. You're just kind of like, man,
It was a waste of time.
Yeah, now what?
I didn't see that it was gonna be like a musical or some shit.
No,
I mean, they
Nobody-
got Lady
Neither did I.
Gaga in there, so
Oh, I saw that.
that's what I'm saying. So that's probably why they are like, let me sing in
So,
here.
is she the that Joker, female Joker? What's
Yeah.
the name of the actor?
Yeah.
Harley
Harley
Quinn.
Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Harley Quinzel. Yes, that is her
What do you
role.
think of Lady Gaga?
What's the other chick that does it?
I would say the other one, yeah, she
Oh
did.
yeah, Margot Robbie, I think.
Yeah.
She's like
Yeah, that's who everybody would like to have seen in
Yes.
this role, but Lady Gaga does okay. This is a more
Who's better looking?
like serious take. Out of those two, probably go Margot Robbie.
whatever her name is.
I'd probably go Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
Barbie girl. Probably go that
not
way.
only that, just because she had that kind of comic,
Yeah, and
closeness to
this
that
and this
comic.
was a much darker movie.
Do
Obviously,
you know
it's
why
the
he
Joker.
calls her
So
Barbie girl? Do you?
Yeah, because she was in Barbie, right?
Diego went and saw it like 3 times. He knows
Well, I got 2 girls, so
exactly.
Okay.
I saw it once, but yeah.
I've never
for the same reason. Yeah, he took his daughter to Boston and took her on a real vacation instead of the movies. So that's why he gets out of watching Barbie because he takes his kids on
I didn't see Barbie.
they went to Paris and saw where Barbie was invented or something.
So how'd you get into MMA?
How'd I get into MMA?
Yes.
I mean, I've always fought. I fought so much in school. I'm talking about so much. And then
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up over here,
In Kingwood?
and then in Atascocita.
Fifth Ward.
You still
Yeah.
live out here?
No, I stay over off the Beltway in the Tidwell by like Sea King.
Hey, calm down, man. You're gonna have people showing up at your house.
Hey, come on.
So were you the
What's the address?
fighting because you were defending yourself, or
No,
fighting?
I just like the violence. I really like the violence.
You like to start shit
So,
with people who
it was
felt
always fun,
deserved
like-
it.
It was always just fun getting in fights. Like we used to in middle school with slap boxing. So we just open hand, just smacking the out of people. Just
You know who he
slap
reminds me of
boxing.
right now?
What?
Jace Petrie.
Jace Peachtree.
Remember Jace?
Yeah.
Oh, where he's on the podcast. So Jace told us this story, man. When he was a kid, he loved to fight. Very similar to what you just described. Jace was like, man, whenever I was a kid, I would just be like sitting inside, looking outside the window, and a kid would ride his bike by. I'm like, man, I'm gonna fuck that kid up.
Yeah, I wasn't that kid. I wasn't
So he'd
that.
go out and fight the kid on the bike or whatever.
No, it
Yeah,
was.
Jay, that was Jay.
Bro,
That was
literally,
Jay's
it was
man.
like a freaking organized fighting in middle school. Like we'd be like, all right, look, this period we're all meeting at these bathrooms, and we're gonna have these fights happen. Next period, the winner of these will fight these. And
You
so
went to
we
school
would
with
just do
Jace.
that.
Yeah.
And so I'd always just be whooping everybody's ass, and I was like, fuck, I love this shit. And
Jace was the
then
promoter in the bathroom
Played
fights.
football. Realized I was not going to the league. I'm not tall, so that stopped. And then I started playing rugby. Blew my shoulder out. And then after that, just got into fighting. I went to Tom McCusker's gym.
I remember that. Yeah, he trained at Kingwood MMA with good old Tom. I wonder
Yeah.
what happened to Tom. Is he still around?
Yeah, man. We haven't seen him in a while, man. He used to be a fixture at the Cage Combat
He used to be your
shows
matchmaker,
and
no?
Submission Hunter.
Didn't he do something for you? No? Oh.
A lot of people claim to be Eric's matchmaker. You'd be surprised. Eric's had a ton of matchmakers, apparently. A lot of people claim it.
Oh, I could have swore he said that. Maybe I'm wrong.
So he probably closed his gym, huh?
No, I think he still trains because I saw Jillian got her like purple belt or brown belt or
That's
something.
his daughter?
No, his wife.
Or his wife?
Yeah.
Who, when you were coming up in Kingwood MMA, when you were coming up in Kingwood MMA, who was there? John Hayden?
No.
John
It
Malbrough?
was me. It was me. Hugo.
Oh, De La Fuente or something?
no,
The one who had that girlfriend.
Zuniga.
Oh, Hugo Zuniga.
In Aspen, Florida.
Aspen. That was his girl, right?
Yeah, it was just that, and then there was Max, but Max was in and out, and then it was just hard for me to like train, man. Like I was training with guys who were like his age.
Were you beating him up?
Yeah, it was-
Fuck. Fuck's that supposed to mean?
I mean, y'all are just
You
know.
think-
He
you think-
didn't
you
say
think
mine.
you think he's that much
This
younger than us?
Jefe, man. I can't be throwing shots at him. I'm trying to get to the UFC.
I feel you,
so-
man. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you made the move to Metro. From
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, well, so I ended up going to. So I had a buddy and named McMasters, and he was friends with Mana's dad.
Okay.
And so it was funny. He put me on a call, and I was like, bro, I'd fuck Mana up. I was like, I will mess him up. And then he was like, yeah? He's like, come to my gym. I was like, all right, bet. And then so Mana's hearing this. I was like, oh, I'm gonna fuck this kid up. And then it was but it was a joke. I was just talking some shit. I'm like, you gotta tell Mana I'm just kidding, dog. I don't want him to beat me up. I go to the gym, Mana beat the hell out of me. Beat the hell out of me. And so I'm training over there at their gym at Bushy Bond. Yep. And Mana beat the hell out of me. And then he was like, you wanna come back? I was like, yeah. And then so he kind of just prepped me for Metro. And then brought me into Metro, and then
Mana was going to Metro already?
Yeah, he was going to Metro, but he'd teach classes at Bushy Bone and stuff. And so like before like Nathan Regino, I got to train with them and stuff. And
Nathan was over there?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, so
He's one of their
Nathan's been training
students.
for a while.
Yes, Nathan. Yeah, I started training when I was 19. I was
So
like
Mana
late in the
took
game.
everybody to Metro.
Yeah, Mana.
Well, he took a lot of guys.
He took the people that he believed could do something. You know, he wasn't just going to bring you in there because Coach Saul wasn't going to have that.
Yeah,
So.
Coach Saul.
What's a Saul Solis memory you can share with us?
So, he told me, he was like,
The legendary Saul Solis, man.
I just remember, I'll just say the first day I met him. So, like, whenever Mana brought me in, he was like, I was like, hey, are you here? He's like, yeah, just come inside. I'm like, all right. And I walked up to Saul, and I was like, hey, nice to meet you. I'm Justice. And he just looked at me and was like, get in the fucking cage. And I was like, okay, sorry. and then no one told me he was going to be an asshole. And I was scared. I was like, oh, shit. Yeah. And then he fucking set me up and got him to green light me. But after that, he was cool. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, Saul.
We got a lot of love for Saul
Stuck my
Solis,
hand out to
man.
shake it, and he just literally looked at me and was like, what the fuck are you doing?
He
Get
did
in the
that to me.
cage.
He did that to you?
Yeah, I went to film.
He did that to you when you wanted to record?
Yeah, Diego was just there to like do some
Justice
filming.
And
Fuck out of here.
yeah,
Diego went over to meet him and greet him, shake
He
his
looked at
hand.
me like I had shit on my hand. I was like,
What did he
dude,
tell
like,
you?
just the same thing. Like, let's go over there. Hey, yes, sir.
Yeah, bro, it's scary. Like,
What the fuck
Yeah,
you
it
doing?
was-
Get in the cage.
Yeah, it was scary. It was scary. I was like, what the
He
fuck?
never told me no shit like that.
Yeah, he told me.
But he always used to tell me, man, that fucking guy, he's a fucking piece of shit.
yeah,
Everybody was a piece of shit, bro.
yeah.
That's how you knew you had his respect.
No, the funniest thing I can remember though was there's this guy who came in, and he came to do some jits, and he shows up and he's in a black gi, and he comes out and he's wearing a black belt.
The
And
Oh,
the guy's
shit.
wearing a black belt, and so I remember me and Colton were like looking, we're like, who the hell is this guy? He's a black belt. And then so we like, and Coach Saul sees, he's like, hey, where'd you get your black belt from? And he's like, what? And he's like, where'd you get your black belt from? And he goes,
Academy?
Oh, he goes, I bought it online.
Oh,
he's
shit.
like, what? And he's like, it matches my gi. And he goes, take that fucking shit off right now. And bro, we just died laughing. He's like, and he tossed him a white belt, and he's like, this fucking retard.
Oh man, I
But
can
I was
see
like, this
Saul
guy-
losing
That
his
was his
mind.
first class, probably?
First and last class, never showed back up.
The fuck?
Showed up with a black belt because it matched.
Man,
Did you ever train? You remember that big ass 205er that I had? Fucking looked like Rocky Balboa. He went pro. He was jacked, and he used to fight. He fought for us.
yeah, I don't want to get the
Isaac.
name wrong. Yeah.
I forget what his last name was. Isaac something. But anyway, Saul was like, man, this kid, he just wants to fight, bro, and he'll sell a shitload of tickets for
Yeah.
you. And I think Isaac went 5-0. If I'm not, did you ever train with him? He was
No.
like a 205 or a heavyweight.
I was late. Like whenever I got there, it was
He used to
just
fucking sell
Mana,
that.
Colton, Adrian, Cam, Michael. That was like the main people that were already there.
Michael Aswell.
Mhm.
He was a fat kid. Huh?
Yeah,
Cameron Smotherine is
Yep.
what Saul used to call Cam.
Smotherine.
Smotherine.
Yeah, I
it
got
was-
there
it
and
was
they were
misspelled
already
some
all
early
champs
cards, I
and stuff.
remember.
So I was trying to like live up to the expectation.
They were just fighting over here, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, Adrian was probably going to LFA at that point.
Yeah, because his first fight that I got to watch was whenever he fought that main event LFA before he went to Contender Series. That what was that guy's name?
Miles? Was it
No,
Miles Johns?
no, It was I remember the dude was calf kicking the shit out of him. Adrian's leg was fat as hell.
That Adrian fought?
Mhm.
And it was LFA?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, I'm still stuck on the white 205er Isaac guy, man. That
can't
name
think of his last
escapes
name.
me. Like,
Adrian Yanez.
yeah, I'm pulling that up too.
What was this dude's name? Anyways, yeah, I just remember watching that. I'm like, dude, this guy's good. Like seeing all them.
That Adrian was?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just amazed at it.
Adrian's a stud, man.
So
He's doing
after
great
the,
stuff.
you said this is what I want to do. When was it when you realized that you wanted to go pro? That my goals are going to the UFC, stuff like that.
Well, I've always wanted to go to the UFC. It's always the goal. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna try and be the best. So that was always the goal. But as far as going pro, it was just waiting on when Coach Saul told me. Coach Saul told me, he's like, "You're ready to go pro." So he's like, "No more amateur fights." I was like, "All right, whatever you say. Whatever you say, I'm gonna do."
And that was the moment. When was that moment?
After I knocked out Brandon Cancino in the first round. Because I had the Zach Lowry fight where I got a TKO like in the last like 10 seconds of the fight, and then we fought Brandon Cancino, and then
Kyle Estrada.
Kyle Estrada, that guy, that was a good fight.
Yeah.
One thing that I like about you is just that the calm, cool, connective attitude that you have. Where'd you get that from?
Honestly, I think that really just developed from doing MMA, because I used to not be like that. Like I said, I used to always fight. I was always like rambunctious, just ready to go. And over the years, I've just calmed down. And then also too, you have kids and
It's different when
everything.
you know you can protect yourself.
Yeah.
And you know you can fight. You got nothing to prove,
As
man.
opposed to having the
Exactly.
chip on your shoulder and
Yeah.
wanting to prove
yeah.
something to somebody.
You would
yeah.
say something to me in high school, and I'd be like, bro, I wouldn't even question it. I'd just start swinging on you, and you'd get beat up. Now it's like, dude, you push me. I'm like, okay, you're tough.
Come on, man. Just
Do you really want to get knocked out
Save
right now?
yourself
You,
for an
you
ass
don't look
whooping, bro.
tired, but
I'm
you can go to
leaving.
sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, hey, you moved to 10-2 now.
Yeah.
You've got almost a 50% finish rate. I look forward to seeing what you've got, coming up, man. I feel like Mick Maynard's going to be, calling you sometime soon.
Call me, Sean, whoever, man. Somebody, call me. Give me the shot.
It'll be Shelby.
Yeah, Shelby, man.
Yeah, see, I
Hook
don't
me up, man.
have memorized who owns what division or whatever, but Mick's at all the fights, so that's generally who I go to with the call outs.
I feel like
Mick's
I've
gonna
been
call you,
like doing like this right here, and I'm just like, man, come on, just give me the shot. Just give me the
Just
shot.
gotta be patient.
I will not
man.
disappoint. No, I hear you though.
It's coming. You're still young enough, man. You got time. Stay healthy. Let
Yeah.
that heal. Get back in the gym. You'll be good to go.
How are we doing on time, Diego?
Let's finish. Hey, let's finish real quick with some of these questions that I did with the other boys the other day. I don't know if you have one, but favorite TV show.
Yellowstone.
ooh,
That was a
Okay.
good ass show.
That's what the tattoo back here.
Yeah.
What is the tattoo?
So it's the Yellowstone logo, because blood in, blood out type of deal, and then it has my wife's initial, and my two kids' initial, and then the date we got together
You got that done where?
at the Kimura Tattoo.
Kimura
And
Tattoo
I-
Company in Conroe, Texas, proud sponsor of Fury Fighting Championship. You got that with
And I got another one. so
one
now
of
we
your
gotta figure
two
out.
Kimura Tattoo bonus performance awards, man. What was the other one?
That's the only.
No, he got
that's-
a-
that's
oh,
the
two.
one. I
award
got
last
one
night.
more, so now I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna get now.
If you do get Fury, he does it for free,
Oh, okay.
and you don't even have to use your certificate. You can save it for another one.
Okay. I'll keep that in
You
mind.
show up with the belt and say Eric sent me.
There you go. Favorite food.
Burger. I like burgers. Big
What
ol'.
so obviously you've been dieting. Your diet's been strict leading
Bro,
up
my
to this
diet's
fight.
been so strict. Yeah, I mean, but I can honestly I can even eat unhealthy and still manage to
because you train so much.
Yeah. If I run, the moment I start running, the weight is never gonna be an issue.
And you're doing cardio every day.
I run 3 miles every day, and then
Every day.
every day, and then I do 5 miles on Saturday and 5 miles on Sunday,
That's why you can eat everything you want.
and I can just eat whatever I want. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Like this whole camp, I'm not gonna lie, it would be like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I just wake up, I'm like, I'm gonna get me a bowl of cereal. I'm gonna eat me a bowl of cereal. But then I'd be like, all right, I'm running 5 miles tomorrow though.
That fucking, I used to do that shit, and I used to run 3 miles 3 times a week, and then I would pick one day. I would do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I would do either Saturday or Sunday. And then I was just,
Yeah, I do 3 miles for
Fell off.
just like a decent pace, probably like a 22, 23 minute pace. And then I do my 5 miles, probably I try to aim for 45 to 50 minutes.
and now it's like, I don't do any cardio anymore. I lift weights Monday through Friday, but I have to watch my diet.
Yeah.
And
I
if
think
I
that's what
don't-
helped me in my fight though.
It's the running?
Yeah, man, the running, doing
the
all that
burgers.
running.
Yeah.
I felt so good. And after that
the
1 minute
burgers.
break, yeah.
So you went to Porky's yesterday? That
Mhm.
was your first cheat meal after?
Yeah.
And you had pizza?
I had that Badilla pizza.
And it didn't sit well.
Dude, oh my
If I
God.
was
We're not,
saying
gonna
it
name,
wrong?
we're not gonna name the.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It tasted amazing. It was just, going. This camp was extended 2 weeks, so 8 weeks of eating healthy to eating that greasy ass food.
Should have went to Papasitos.
And then next thing you know, take me next
If I've
time.
been pronouncing it wrong, is it Bedia?
But yeah,
I guess that's how you would say it in Spanish.
Yeah, man. He's
The
like
white person
Authentic.
way is
Birria.
birria. Can I get the birria tacos? No, I at least try to roll the R's, man. Hey,
I can't roll my R's.
Do you have any more questions
favorite fighter.
for the champ?
Justin Gaethje, probably.
What did Azul say? Myself. Oh, Van said myself. Right.
They probably both said their
Favorite song.
Well, I didn't have one.
No favorite
I
song.
listen to all kinds
What
of
did
music.
fucking Van picked Ed Sheeran?
Oh yeah, he said Ed Sheeran. Yeah.
And then he started singing it.
Surprise.
I will not sing for y'all. No, I like, bro, because I have so many, like, I listen to everything. I listen to country, Christian, rap, rock. So I
There's
listen.
not one song.
There's no one song.
One artist? No artist?
Yeah. No. It just depends on what mood.
But Azul said Kodak Black.
Yeah.
What's your favorite George Strait song?
Ooh, Give It Away.
It's a good one.
Give It Away.
You can't go wrong, man. Any George Strait song is
Yeah.
a good one.
Favorite
Eric-
movie?
Don't got one. I
No
watch
favorite movie.
everything.
The Joker, Part 2.
Part
You know-
2.
Mine's a Bronx Tale. Gotta watch a Bronx Tale.
Bronx Tale.
A Bronx Tale.
I like Wolf of Wall Street.
Isn't that what Michael liked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did like that. Wolf of Wall Street. All right, last one. Celebrity crush.
I got a lot. I'm just kidding. I got
Here
a
comes
lot.
the list.
Nah, top of the list probably. My wife probably gonna be mad because she always get mad. Why you liking her pictures? But Ruby Rose,
Okay.
Ruby Rose
Ruby
bad.
Rose. What movie?
She ain't in no movie. I don't know what she does. She's fine as hell.
Watch this. I'm gonna go look at it's just some regular Instagram.
No, she's like,
Yeah,
she was
it's
like,
some
I
girl.
gotta rap.
she's a bartender in Atascocita. But she's got a huge following.
I've
She's got like
never heard of
100,000
it.
followers.
Yeah, I've never heard of the
Look her
name.
up. Look her up. Look her
Yeah,
up.
Hey, you're
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
like Justice. This is our neighbor. This is our
Nah,
neighbor.
Ruby
Justice.
Rose,
Wow.
man, she's bad.
Ruby Rose.
Yeah.
While Eric looks up Ruby Rose, man, UFC 308.
She light
Next up,
skin.
we got a couple of notable featherweight matchups, man. That's your division, man. Dan Ige taking on Lerone Murphy.
Put Ruby Rose. It's a,
We're on
it's a
Ruby
little
Rose.
dyke.
I was gonna,
No, hell no.
It's a
Don't try
little
and play
dyke.
me.
I was gonna hit up our featherweight champ
You got where's your
with a couple
Instagram,
of
man?
featherweight matchups. But let's look at Ruby Rose. I'm not putting that on my phone.
I
You
tried.
scared?
It was a dyke.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't no fucking. Don't play me.
She had the haircut that Diego talked about earlier,
She's
the
a-
upside down horseshoe.
That's a military haircut.
She was wearing the upside down horseshoe.
Is she in the Alphabet Club? Elemento
Oh, this
P
is Ruby
TQ.
Rose.
Yeah.
You see that? You see the way he looks? Oh.
Well, hold on though. This is not a celebrity.
Bro, yes she is.
No, she's
I
not.
don't give a damn. She's a celebrity. in my
Hey, I told you
eyes.
she's a bartender in Atascocita.
She looks like Nicki Minaj.
She serves birria tacos.
You like that trigueña look, huh?
Who? So then, what's celebrity for y'all then? She's famous.
I mean, she got 6,000 followers.
Bro, that's just like a fan page. That's not the actual.
Oh,
her-
okay,
That was just the
okay.
first page that popped up.
Oh, she got 5.2 million
Exactly.
followers. Okay.
Bots.
Now, this is not a bad photo.
Bunch of bots.
This is not a bad photo.
Bro, she's bad.
Yeah. All right, Ruby Rose. Ruby Rose for justice.
Who? Let me. Okay, who's y'all's? Are y'all gonna get
Thug Rose.
Thug Rose?
Rose Namajunas.
long hair, short hair.
Who's
Oh, definitely long hair. Long hair.
who
long
is
hair.
my, I don't know.
Short hair Thug Rose reminds me of Sinead O'Connor, which is also not, a bad pick back in the day. But yeah.
Crush. Who's yours?
I don't really have a celebrity crush, man. Like,
Liar.
no, dude.
Your wife
No.
doesn't listen to us.
I
It's
really-
okay.
I mean, I
she does,
I thought-
hey, if on occasion.
I thought Kourtney Kardashian was cute.
Mine is
Yeah.
Ana de Armas.
Who?
Ana de Armas. Ana de Armas. Let me show you real quick. Where's she at?
Dude, I'm not like up on
Oh,
pop
he already had it
culture.
ready.
Really,
Yeah,
dude?
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
celebrity
okay, yeah.
crushes.
She's got some. As a matter of fact, she's the next
Kardashian?
John
they're
Wick.
all still old.
She's the,
they're
she's
old
the
now.
next John Wick movie.
Jennifer Aniston.
You mean they're making more John Wicks?
Yeah, she's
There's already
in John
4.
Wick.
Shannon Doherty.
No, she was in the last John Wick, but
Oh,
that,
rest
they're
in
gonna do a
peace. God rest her
spin-off.
soul.
Jenny Garth.
Maybe back in the day,
It's
but
called
she was never
Ballerina.
really a crush. Jenny
Fucking
Garth.
Beautiful,
Going-
beautiful, beautiful girl.
Talking all over us, man.
Sorry.
It's all good.
But that was the question.
What's his name?
Yeah.
What's his name? She.
Juan Gabriel.
Yeah, Juan Gabriel.
What's her name?
Jack Nicholson. What, Diego? What you got pulled up over
Kim
here?
Basinger back in the day, man. I was gonna hit Justice up, man. a couple of notable featherweight matchups at UFC 308. Dan Ige taking on Lerone Murphy. Who do you like in that one?
Ige. He's a dog.
Yeah, and then in the main event, Ilia Topuria defends against Max Holloway.
Bro, I'm not going against Max.
I wouldn't
Diego
either.
Lopez is the backup.
I seen that. That's crazy.
Dude, are you
Diego
kidding
and Max
me?
would be fire.
Man,
Yeah. I still would give it to Max.
love to
but
see it.
I would, yeah.
Man, I'm never counting Diego out.
Nah.
No, for sure.
He's
It's crazy
he's
how
on
much
fire,
how
bro.
much better he's like. Seemed like he's just been growing since like Fury.
Yeah.
Like he's just been like on a rocket
You know,
straight up.
when he came and fought for Fury, that was his first time fighting in the States.
Yeah.
Everything else was like Mexico, I think he had fought for. So it was kind of a big deal for him.
Yeah.
You know, he hadn't
He jumped.
seen that.
He jumped from number 13 to number 3.
But
he
beat the hell out of
leapfrogged.
Brian Ortega.
He leapfrogged everybody.
But in my
Get to the
opinion,
top
Brian
three.
Ortega's good, but he just like he's not like the greatest. You know what I mean? Like
Well, his fight with Volk was great. I was there for that one. And he caught him in that guillotine, what, 3 times and
Yeah.
almost finished?
Only Volk and Holloway, and obviously Topuria, are ranked higher than him.
That's crazy.
yeah.
He'll be a champ.
How does that
Oh, yeah.
feel though for you? Like because knowing
It's
that he was
amazing, bro.
from where you
It's
your
amazing.
organization. to
And
that.
every time I see him, he says, man, had I not got to go fight in the States on UFC Fight Pass and be seen that first time, because I would have never had an opportunity. Because he only fought for us twice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he fought
I thought the 3
Nate,
was
and then
2.
he knocked out Ken Glenn.
You know what I liked also too seeing is like so whenever he first got to the UFC, everybody would like on like the comments or like you see like little posts like from like fake accounts, they'd be like making fun of like his hair and stuff or his tattoo. But now everybody loves him.
Yep.
Loves him. They got the little dolls with the hair and stuff.
Yep.
That's crazy.
If you can hate on a guy like Diego Lopez, that
That's
says a
wrong with
lot
him.
about you.
Yeah, he's such a nice
There's
dude.
something wrong with
I've
you.
met him
There's nothing
one
wrong with him,
time,
man. He's
and
one of
he's
the
a nice, humble dude.
Yeah, he
sweetest,
don't have a
humble
mean
guys
bone in
who
his
will
body, man.
kill you if he had to. It's a drop of a hat, man.
He's the
Love that
perfect
guy.
example of somebody who's like, he don't want to fight.
I like his name too.
Yeah, whoop your ass.
Yeah, yeah. If you
Yeah,
do
it's
say
not
so
bad.
yourself.
You should change your last name to Lopez.
With an S, I guess.
With an S.
a Z.
And grow your hair out.
And Rich
Yeah, grow the
and
hair
Rich
out.
and Bruce
Business up
Buffer
front, party in the
both
back.
used to call him Lopes.
Lopes.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, Diego Lopes.
Thank you for, smartening me up before I had to introduce him because I would have made the same mistake.
Bruce Buffer actually did it the first time he
Hey,
announced
my
it.
opponent's last
told me.
name, I didn't know how it was said until later that night.
I
bro,
didn't
when you
either,
said
man.
it.
I relied heavily on my buddy and friend of the show and friend of Fury FC, TJ DeSantis.
He told you?
Yeah, Andregioni. Well, the pre-fight.
We let them. I let him hear the promo.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
the pre-fight package. He did it, and then whenever
That's
he got
what
to the
y'all need
cage,
to do more of.
I double checked with
But
him.
no. I mean, like y'all need to do like more like one-on-one interviews. Like if you like, for example, like main event, like y'all do like an interview, like talking to like each individual fighter. Like, hey, how do you think this
Yeah,
fight's gonna
Diego,
go tonight?
that'd be a
Diego.
great
I
idea,
want that.
Diego.
That's what I want.
We've,
Go do it.
we've talked about
Go
it.
do it.
Or like even do like
do it.
have the fight like the main event do like a with one of your sponsors like do a commercial, like the Suso whatever the hell it's
The
called.
plunge.
Yeah,
Sisu plunge.
be like let's see how this
Mike
our main
Jimenez
event
bought that
likes this.
Sisu plunge that was there yesterday.
Man, that
Did
thing
he?
is
Who?
expensive.
How much?
Hey,
Mike.
when you're Mikey Jimenez,
What was
it's
it?
just
How
another
much?
day at the office.
Almost
man.
like $4,000, and they're talking about the
And he
coupons
was
like
like,
$300
y'all only have
off.
one
I was
here?
like,
Mikey Jimenez was like, you have one? I was gonna get 2.
the one that I saw was like like $3,300. I'm like, what the hell? I was like,
He bought the one that was there.
Yeah,
The
he-
one that they have there, I have at my house. It's fucking great.
I want one, but I don't got that type of money.
Bro, it's
Fuck
great.
that. It's
you
so, man.
I can stick old school with a
Did you get
bucket
yours
and
yet?
bags of
I'll
ice.
take a sauna.
They gave me mine.
Yeah,
Bro, it's amazing.
I
Did you
bet.
get yours?
It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm still
At
waiting
least,
on
or
mine.
at least up the discount card on it.
Yeah.
Make it like
Right.
I think
$1,000.
they did $1,000 off of mine.
This one was $300. That whenever I saw
Nah,
the
I
thing
think they-
given
I
out.
think
I'm not trying to tell Sisu Plunge how to run their business, man.
Right.
They make a fine product that's worth every penny.
It's good.
Proud
Oh, I believe
sponsor
it.
of Fury FC, man.
If y'all want to send one to the champ, I'll take a little video in it.
We'll try and
give
work
my
something
review.
to get the champ something. I mean, I probably don't utilize it the way I should, but somebody that's running every day and training
Yeah.
all fucking day long, and
I'll be
probably
using that
get a lot
thing
more use.
every week, every day, damn
but
near.
it makes you feel great. I tell you that. Get in.
What's
and
the
get out.
benefits of it? Like, does it
Cold
help?
plunging,
Yes.
it just sends like a reset on your body. Everything.
Inflammation.
Yeah, inflammation, everything. Gets that inner bitch out of you.
Inner bitch. I like
Okay, you got to deal with that.
Get that. I want to get that inner bitch out of you.
I'm going to
gotta
reserve
fight your
my
first-
comment then after that. I'm not going to say.
What's the comment?
No, I was going to say, man, I'm not a fan of the
Let
cold.
Justice thank his sponsors.
my sponsors, man. Thank you to everyone. From my boy Paul, he always helps me. Aces Performance, Mexico Racing League. Who else we got? Chiron, that's my buddy's dad. He helped me out this camp with sponsoring me. Just shout out to everybody. Thank you.
Your babies.
Yeah, the babies. Dominic.
That was your motivation, bro.
That was everything. Yeah, pushing me.
So
Hype man.
we'll save the 11-3 card for next time, but on that card, I'm looking at a couple of featherweights matching up Moses Diaz and Loham Estevez. Possible challengers for that title fight. Any preference?
I don't know Moses, but I know Lauren Estevez.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's a fight I think a lot of people would love to see. But, hey, we'll talk about that next time. Congratulations once again to the new Fury FC featherweight champ, Justice Torres. Thanks for joining us in studio.
Thank you.
And, hey, on that note, guys, the time for talk is over. This has been Fury Unleashed.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Howler Head Whiskey. You can check them out at howlerhead.com, a handcrafted, award-winning, 80-proof Kentucky straight bourbon. And listen, damn it, it's got the flavors of banana. You like MMA? You like Dana White? You like the UFC? Let's support them, baby. Get the bourbon. Get the Howler Head Whiskey, the only whiskey you will find at Fury Fighting Championships. HowlerHeadWhiskey.com, howlerhead.com.